Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelorette, The Men Tell All.
Oh my god, if you watched the 2 hours, which really felt like 6, I feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for us.
The men did not tell much, and I didn't recognize many of the men.
No.
But anyway, Chris Harrison, the host, was there, and he's like, it was such a dramatic season.
No, it was stupid. Only Chris and Roberto are left, but let's talk to Allie, Chris.
Yep, it was time to reminisce, and of course, huge topic of discussion, Rated R, aka Justin.
And Casey, Mr. Guard and Protect Your Heart, and his singing and the tattoo that he foolishly got.
Yeah, and then they talked about Kirk a little bit, how he had a scrapbook on the first night, and how she wouldn't have kept him if he didn't have that.
And what a freak show that taxidermy studio of his dad's was. Ugh,
yeah.
Scary. There's a reason I'm a vegetarian. And Frank, how many people picked up on the Frank scene, you know, the first of 10 times that they showed it, when he dumped her and she took the flower out of her hair and just like threw it.
She didn't even throw it. She was just like,
who needs this?
It was so funny.
All right, so some behind the scenes,
never before seen
okay, yeah,
things.
okay.
Roberto almost blinded her with the champagne.
That was freaking dangerous. I would have been pissed. And she was just laughing. I think she was pre-drunk. She was pre-gaming it.
Yeah.
Frank's dad's toast was ridiculous, but I guess it was supposed to be a joke. Who knows? Maybe it wasn't. She was so drunk at one point that she forgot putting the astronaut helmet on in the planetarium with with Casey. Oh, so many similar names. It's driving me crazy.
And then Roberto, when they were in Portugal.
The cat and the peacocks, and they were all named Charlie. Again, she was probably drunk. Charlie's a good name.
I have a feeling she was drunk more than she was sober.
Yeah, she was probably drunk about 75% of the time. And Chris N., the Phantom, that guy was creepy. Really creepy.
Yeah.
Chris
Harrison was basically like, yeah, we didn't edit him to be mysterious or anything. That's how he
just
really
creepy.
Is.
All right, so the guys are back. Who the hell are they? Because
I didn't recognize half of them.
Exactly. Either they changed so much or they just didn't get some camera time because Guard and Protect Your Heart got so much.
He stole the show.
He really did. He was probably about 50% of the show, and Justin was the other 50,
yeah.
and
Frank
and if you're was the other 50.
Where Frank is, he will be back for after
the final rose next week. All right, Chris N., the Phantom, can actually speak, and I guess he's selling some Phantom t-shirts, or maybe somebody just bought him one. I don't know what his whole purpose was.
I don't know. Let's talk about how insane Casey is.
He's superhero of the stupid. He really is. And Weatherman, come on. He is such a little pre-puberty baby.
I know, but he's my favorite because he's so ridiculous.
He was totally crapping in his pants when Craig was picking on him because
Did you see the face he was making? He looked like he was horrified. He was like...
Admit that you called him out, Weatherman. All right, so, and Justin, everybody knows he's a doucher, but wait, we're going to review his, leaving scene like 12 more times, and then we're going to all rag on him. I can't even speak because my brain is like friggin' oatmeal.
So then the men talked about the difference between Justin's situation and Frank's. And they were like, oh, well, Frank fell fast for Allie. And then he realized,
he likes real relationships as opposed to TV ones?
Yeah, so basically they were saying, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like Justin.
All right. And Casey, the whole jump in and stay a while, that is
Jump into his heart and stay a while.
Yeah. She left him on a glacier. I would have left him in a toilet somewhere. Did he come on too strong? What do you think? Do we really have to tell you that?
I was on an airplane.
He's not a singer. He's not. Really, he's not. Kirk, that guy would have freaking proposed if given the shot.
He was ready.
Frank was his friend, but I don't know. He kind of ruined it for him, so I don't think they'll be exchanging Christmas cards, if you know what I mean.
I don't know.
Justin, he's not got one, but 2 girlfriends.
He chose not to be at the show taping.
So let's all rag on him.
All right.
He's evil.
He hurt us too.
Yeah, he broke all the guys' hearts too. He's such a whore. All right, so the show had absolutely nothing to do with him being an a-hole. I just want to make that clear to everyone. Thank you, lawyer. All right, so Jessie, the Bachelorette from Jake's season.
Well, one of the Bachelorettes.
Okay. I don't know how the hell this actually happened, but apparently Jessica, Justin's main girlfriend, emailed her because she wasn't allowed to have a Facebook. But the minute he turned his back, she decided to reactivate her account. And she found out that her boyfriend, her main boyfriend,
was getting wall posts from Kimberly
on Facebook. So you do the math. Let's open up to the audience so we can all really rag on him right now.
What did they think the audience was going to say? He's a great guy, and I'd love to date him.
He's so hot. Do you think he's still single? Because I'd really love to go out with him and maybe bring him home to meet my family.
Yeah.
Craig wants to oil wrestle him. I don't want to be around these people. They're disgusting. All right, Allie shows up. Hey, guys, it's Allie. Do you realize how tough and emotional this was on me? Just because these guys aren't a match for me doesn't mean they suck, okay? They could still, have relationships with other girls.
And then Chris Harrison pulled out the whole, do you wish that you would have known earlier that Frank had a girlfriend or whatever?
In other words, would you have picked Kirk instead?
And she's like, no, not really.
All right, Casey gets up and he starts singing. I was waiting for him to start singing the Rainbow Connection.
With his Kermit the Frog voice.
Rainbow Connection.
I'm sorry.
At least that's a real song instead of this made-up crap. All right, so time for the bloopers and behind-the-scenes footage.
Yada, yada, yada.
Weatherman with the toilet paper roll crying was the best. That made the whole show for me. Come on. I suffered that much. I needed to see Weatherman with the toilet paper. We're still friends. Everything's okay. All right, and when they tried to get Craig, to piss his pants in bed, they had an ice bucket full of warm water, I guess, and he was all like, pee-pee. Yeah. All right, so, I don't know.
All right.
Roberto and Chris are left. We've already established that. That was the first thing we've said when the video started. Roberto is too...
Go back and check if you don't think so.
Roberto... He's too good to be true. I don't know if he's gonna still want to be with me when he finds out the cameras are off.
And Chris is too slow for my whorish ways.
And he's just too slow. Take that as you will. I'm sorry.
You're mean.
I can't help it. I call it as I see it. It's time for a new show in 2 weeks. It's going to be the Bachelor Pad. It's crazy, sexy, and wild because it's got the craziest, sexiest, wildest people that have ever been on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And they're all going to live in one room for 4 weeks.
3
weeks. It's a hot, disgusting mess of sluts. And that's just the guys.
Exactly.
So next week, let's get back to boringness. It's the finale. But first, the weatherman reveals his secret voicemails from Justin, rated R. They were so stupid. It was really lame. Which I have to leave you guys with the question, why is there no gay bachelor? Okay, till next week. Much love.